wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Championship Wrestling Connection, the home of World Fighting Showcase. I'm your host, Matt McCormick, alongside my good friend and partner, Dr. Tom Pritchard. And Dr. Tom, a lot of times you think about shows that live up to the hype. I think that's an understatement for what happened last night in Bluefield at the Auditorium.
No doubt about it. If you missed it, I want to know one thing. Why? Where were you? Where were you? Because everybody was having the time of their life. I mean, they were blown away by the production, blown away by the matches. But, I mean, I know there's some good news for them, Matt, and you can go and let everybody know.
Absolutely. Now, what would you like first, the bad news or the good news?
Oh, give me the good news.
Okay, well, the good news is we've already made plans for our next show. And that's Saturday, August 15th, right back in Bluefield at the Auditorium, 7 o'clock p.m. bell time. And we're so quick on it, Dr. Tom, you can already buy your tickets at WeFightStrong.com. Now, the bad news is, if you missed last night, we are going to make you wait at least 1 week to see what took place. But starting next week, right here on the program, you'll be able to see all the action that took place at the Bluefield Auditorium, the debut of World Fighting Showcase. What a night it was, Doctor.
And it was a great night. I mean, you got to see all the superstars coming in from all over the United States of America to prove that World Fighting Showcase is the place they want to be and make their name. And now I've got to say, if you missed the first event last night, be here August 15th because Bluefield, West Virginia is the place for professional wrestling.
Absolutely, Dr. Tom. Saturday, August 15th, we'll talk a lot more about that over the next few minutes. But right now, let's get right in to this week's episode of Championship Wrestling Connection.
Anything goes as Cahagas will dump Wayne to the outside. And there's that handler of Cahagas jumping on him. It's a 2-on-1 beatdown right out of the gates. As this one will be fast and furious, non-stop action right here. As Cahagas takes Wayne back up to a vertical base, now beating them all around the ringside area. This is completely legal once again in this matchup. All the fans at the AML Arena are going to be on the edge of their seats, knowing that at any moment the action could spill right into the crowd next to them. This is the first match of its kind we've seen here on the CW Triad 20 on America's Most Liked Wrestling. And look at Cahagas, repeated blows there. That's about 20-25 strikes right to the back of Damian Wayne, and he's not letting up. He's nearly at 50 strikes to the back of Damian Wayne, and he's pummeling him down. And Cahagas certainly came to fight here this afternoon. And we've seen tag team matches. We've seen triple threat matches. We've seen ladies action. We've seen legends matches. We've seen it all here on America's Most Liked Wrestling. The first pinfalls count anywhere, no disqualification match we have seen at AML. And with the upcoming announcement that the first ever America's Most Liked Wrestling champion will be crowned in the coming weeks here on AML Wrestling Live, you certainly have to believe the winner of this will throw themselves in a serious consideration for that matchup. And Wayne with a scoop slam right on the apron on the Tokyo Monster. Now he's going to town. And Wayne's got Cahagas in position. He puts himself up on that middle rope. Damian Wayne with the guillotine leg drop onto the apron. And the Tokyo Monster nearly gets decapitated right there by DW. And I'll tell you what, the Mid-Atlantic Badass has brought the fight here. First pinfall attempt of the matchup, 1-2, and a near fall. But remember, this one could be spilling all the way back to the locker room. Chris Lee might need to watch out backstage before these two men come back there brawling all around Johnny and Junes. As Cahagas looks like he has regained control for the meantime. And there's a palm thrust right to the throat by the Tokyo Monster, the native of Tokyo, Japan. Making his AML debut. He's got Wayne. He's going to send him to the outside once again. Damian Wayne, who we did see compete last year, taking out the Greek god Papadon at WrestleCade 2014. Let's see if he can do it in 2015. As Cahagas now raking his hands right across the eyes of Damian Wayne on the outside of the ring. Certainly legal here. And folks, don't think for 1 second this is the first time that Cahagas and Wayne have hooked it up. These two have battled in many bloodbaths all throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, all throughout the country, having some stiff battles in the state of Texas. These two have done it all when it comes to competing in that squared circle. And the matchmakers here at AML, they felt, hey, let's see these two ply their trade for America's Most Liked Wrestling and see if they can take this feud up another notch. As Cahagas continues to beat down on Wayne, throws that forearm right into the kidney. And again, folks, the referee not counting on the outside of this ring. All legal in this contest. No disqualification, no countouts in this one. Escahagas now beating down on Wayne. They're making their way over towards the bar. Really utilizing that stipulation to his advantage is Cahagas. Back and forth here. Wayne's got him, and he's going to send him head first. Looks like right into a barrel. Certainly some of the plunder that you see all throughout Johnny and June's. And that knife edge chop ringing throughout the AML arena here. And here comes Cahagas right back to him. Back and forth match thus far. No man has really been able to stand out with an advantage. And Cahagas, oh no, he's got a chair, and he's going to send Wayne throat first right onto the top of that chair. Trying to cut off the oxygen and do some damage to that esophagus perhaps. As Cahagas is relentless. He's got that trash can up, and Wayne's going to put on the brakes. Wayne sensing desperation here, didn't want to get hit in the head with that trash can, and he's going to nail Cahagas right back with it. So Wayne utilizing it to his advantage here. And the Mid-Atlantic Badass is starting to fire back here on the Tokyo Monster. As Wayne and Cahagas brawling all around Johnny and June's. We're only about 5 or 6 minutes into this one, and it feels like it's been a marathon. These two jockeying for position on the outside of the ring. What a main event this week on AML Wrestling Live. An incredible way to close out this month of April. On the CW Triad 20. As Damian Wayne puts Cahagas in position, and that knife edge chop, nobody home, and Damian Wayne just chops that ring post. No padding or protection there. Damian Wayne might have just broken his right hand. And Cahagas picking his spots here, taking advantage with that opening. And the Tokyo Monster going to town on Mr. Mid-Atlantic. And Cahagas now picks him up, an inverted atomic drop. And Wayne might be seeing stars. Oh no, Cahagas measuring him up. Wayne's going to turn around right into that roundhouse kick. And the Tokyo Monster Cahagas is in control. He goes for the lateral press. 1, 2. And Wayne kicks out. Our first near fall of the match on the outside of the ring. Back and forth match this week in our main event on AML Wrestling Live. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the conclusion of this pin.
I'm Lance Harrison, and I fight strong.
Some of the crowd here trying to put Cahagas in position, going to send him in right into a series of chairs as Cahagas has taken out a couple of rows. As the crowd here in Johnny and June's have scattered, they're on their feet getting behind this street fight main event time at America's Most Like Wrestling. Wayne trying to set up some more chairs here. He has the advantage on the Tokyo Monster right now. Wayne, what's he going to do with Cahagas here? Both of these men knew what they were signing up for when they signed their name on the dotted line here for this main event street fight. Wayne's got him in position, and there's a front slam right in between two chairs. But I don't think that's going to be enough. I think Damian Wayne has bigger designs. He's on that ring apron. Here comes Mr. Mid-Atlantic with a running leg drop, taking Cahagas out right on those two chairs. Both men are down. What an incredible back and forth affair right here in Johnny and June's. These two certainly understand that the AML management is set to crown their first ever heavyweight champion. Cahagas is going to block that chair shot, and he throws it right into the cranium of Wayne. Unbelievable series of events here, but these two understand that a heavyweight champion is about to be crowned, and both of these men want to be the first ever America's Most Like Wrestling heavyweight champion. Cahagas has that chair, just driving it now into the throat of Damian Wayne, trying to choke the life out of Mr. Mid-Atlantic. Cahagas not letting up as his handler at ringside, shouting instructions, telling the Tokyo Monster exactly how to pick apart Mr. Mid-Atlantic here. As Damian Wayne gonna need to fight back into this one, as Cahagas picks him back up to a vertical base. And he's gonna send him, it looks like, face first one more time. Oh, I thought he was gonna go to the ring post, but instead he's gonna send Wayne into the second row. That Irish whip just sends Wayne. And I'll tell you what, Damian Wayne might not have much left in the tank right now, as the Tokyo Monster is beating him from pillar to post here at Johnny and June's. We talked about Wayne picking up a huge win at last year's WrestleCade over the Greek god Papadon. Well, Tokyo Monster, Cahagas here, he's looking to make a statement. He wants to be going to WrestleCade November 28th at the Benton Convention Center in Winston-Salem. He wants to make a name for himself. As Wayne with a chair shot, he's going to lay out Cahagas here. Back and forth action, trying to call it the best we can, as this one has really spilled all over the arena. Back in the ring now for the first time in many minutes. Wayne and Cahagas, nearly 10 minutes into this main event contest, have nearly sucked the life out of each other here. Wayne wedging that chair in between the top and middle rope. What is he going to do with it here? Could he possibly send Cahagas in that steel chair? Wayne trying to mount some offense, throwing right hands into the forehead of the Tokyo Monster. Now stomping a mud hole in him, trying to walk it dry. Damian Wayne looks like he's a little bit banged up, but Mr. Mid-Atlantic will not quit. Wayne trying to pull back Cahagas to a vertical base. These two have beaten the living hell out of each other on this Saturday afternoon on the CW Triad 20. Wayne, Irish whip, reversal by Cahagas, and Wayne goes face first right into that steel chair. Damian Wayne might be busted wide open. The referee's gonna check in on him here. Both men are down. Main event hanging in the balance here, as this street fight has really ramped up a notch. There's a flying knee drop. 1, 2, 3, oh! And Cahagas nearly did it, but Damian Wayne will not quit. Again, folks, we've seen tag team action, the Heat Seekers, the Bravados, the Washington Bullets, and there's a flying knee there once again by Cahagas, gonna send Wayne spilling to the outside. We've seen Matt Hardy defend that WrestleCade title against Zane Dawson and Sean Waltman, Vordell Walker and Sigmund. We've seen all kinds of great matches here on AML Wrestling Live. I don't think we've seen a hellacious brawl like this one thus far in 2015. As Cahagas, who has just sent Wayne to the outside, is back in control here. He's got him on the outside of the ring. Remember, this match can be won on the outside. No disqualifications, no countouts, pinfalls count anywhere. As Cahagas and Wayne, again moving all around Johnny and June's. They're by the bar area once again. And these two just going back and forth as Wayne sends him face first right into that bar. That might have knocked out Cahagas briefly. And now here we go, right into that high top. And Wayne and Cahagas. Thankfully there's no patrons over there. And wait, where are they going now? Oh no! Could we be possibly riding the bull? Wayne and Cahagas, and there's a scoop slam by Wayne right into that mechanical bull area. We've really seen everything now on AML Wrestling Live. And Wayne, he's going to try to get up on top of the bull. If the Tokyo Monster wasn't a tough enough task, can he ride the bull? Wayne, he's trying to perch himself up on top of the bull, but Cahagas trips him up, and Wayne gets crotched on top of that mechanical bull, and that is one ride Wayne wishes he didn't take. And Cahagas now, pummeling him back now. You see that view from afar, across the AML arena. Johnny and June's, a packed house once again this Saturday afternoon for AML Wrestling Live. Now both men on the bull. You got to think the odds are in the bull's favor here as Damian Wayne and Cahagas go back and forth. The bull looks like he got a little rowdy as both men get thrown off. They're both down as this main event continues to take more twists and turns. Wayne and Cahagas both trying to get back to their feet. They don't need to get back to the ring. They just need to get back to their feet and be able to get back on the offensive. Who can capitalize here? Wayne and Cahagas certainly want to rejoin us here on May 24th when we come back for more AML Wrestling action Sunday afternoon. Check it out, amlwrestling.com, as they certainly want to be able to be back in the house. But keep your eyes on Cahagas, and he's going to fly off the top of that mechanical bull stand with a flying chop. And Cahagas has Wayne dazed even more now. And he's going to send him face first right into that table once again. Wayne all kinds of dazed right now as Cahagas firing away with those forearms, trying to make their way back towards the ringside area. It's not imperative, but it certainly looks like it's going to set up better for the Tokyo Monster as he takes that chair right in the midsection of Wayne. But Wayne now has blocked it. Damian Wayne digging deep. A last-ditch effort here for Mr. Mid-Atlantic. He's got Cahagas now. Going to send him into the ring. What can Wayne do to possibly dispatch Cahagas? Cahagas is down. And folks, Wayne is signaling for it. This is a move he has adopted in the last 4 or 5 years. That flying elbow drop. And Cahagas' handler just sends him right off the top, tumbling to the mat. And remember, no disqualifications or no countouts. And we got a beatdown here, a 2-on-1 right on Damian Wayne in the center of the ring. Come on, referee. Restore some order in there. As Wayne's got nowhere to go, Cahagas and his handler double teaming Wayne. They're going to send him for a ride. And Wayne kicks Cahagas in the face. He's got the handler, and he takes his boot right in the midsection of Cahagas. DDT, he rolls over. Whoa! Wayne moves out of the way to add insult to injury. A splash on Cahagas by the handler. The handler doesn't know what to do. Wayne's got him here. He's going to send him packing. Now Wayne's got to get back on the offensive. Cahagas is still down. Wayne goes back up. Can the second time be a charm? And Wayne nails the diving elbow drop. That can do it. Hooks the inside like 1, 2, 3. And Damian Wayne has pulled out a huge win in this Pinfalls Count Anywhere match. Overcoming the odds of the 2-on-1, of the no disqualifications, no countouts, pinfalls count anywhere, the most hellacious brawl in the short history of America's Most Like Wrestling, has Damian Wayne on top with a victory. The Tokyo Monster Cahagas gave it his all. He pushed Damian Wayne to the absolute limit. But with a diving elbow drop after staving off his handler, Damian Wayne picks up the win and now has to be in consideration for that AML Wrestling Heavyweight title. And Wayne now standing by ringside with Chris Lee.
Mechanical bulls, and even a manager, and you're bleeding a little bit. How did you do it? Revenge. Revenge. One simple word. I might not have won the war, but I won tonight's battle. I'm sure I'll see you again, Cahagas. But tonight,
Bruce Gray, and I fight strong.
You know, Brian's always been good on the stick ever since I've known him.
He was creative from the time he could walk.
The list of guys that Brian has been in the ring with is unbelievable.
Underrated. Yeah, he'd tag you every once in a while when he didn't have glasses on, but
He's intimidating to some people sometimes because he's such a big guy. He comes at you, he's loud.
I think he's a little overinflated a little bit, self-inflated a little bit, and you know, that's pretty much my opinion of it.
Saturday, August 15th, the return of World Fighting Showcase to Bluefield, West Virginia in the Bluefield Auditorium. 7 o'clock p.m. bell time as always, and you can already get your tickets in advance. Do not wait in line at the building, Dr. Tom. A lot of folks found out the hard way that it's a lot easier to get your tickets on WeFightStrong.com, but what another night of action we've got coming up.
No doubt about it. If you missed last night, you should have been there. You missed out, but you have the opportunity on August 15th, again, a Saturday night in Bluefield, West Virginia at the Bluefield Auditorium. Again, the talent coming from all over the U.S. just to be here. And I'm sure we have some new people coming in, new men who want to fight in Bluefield, West Virginia. The production was off the chain. The people were leaving buzzing. It was a great night of action. And August 15th, I got a feeling we're going to have even more surprises from World Fighting Showcase.
Absolutely. Do not wait to hear about it at the water cooler the next day at work, folks. You need to be there. Saturday, August 15th, the Bluefield Auditorium, the return of World Fighting Showcase, the hottest thing to happen to Southern professional wrestling, Southern West Virginia professional wrestling, and professional wrestling as a whole, Dr. Tom, and we can't wait to get back to Bluefield. That wraps it up for us on this edition of Championship Wrestling Connection, the home of World Fighting Showcase. Again, for Dr. Tom Pritchard, I'm Matt McCormick. Join us next week. We will actually show you some of the action that took place last night at the debut of World Fighting Showcase. Same time, same channel. Folks, have a great week.